I know other
It's the
musicians that they
Paris
live to
Chong
perform.
Well, and that's my
Show.
friends. My music. I
Yeah.
mean, that's music was always has always been a part of my life as well. And like the same, you know. In fact, my friend Johnny's the one. Johnny Two Bags is the one that kind of got me going to shows, live music again, more
Hmm.
so. And kind of helped me through some really tough times. Him and Ray both helped me a lot in a lot of ways. But that live music, the gift of live music is
I
there's
love
just
it.
nothing like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that '80s show in the at Hollywood Bowl next. It's
Right.
like Rick Springfield, John Waite, Paul Young, and Wang Chung.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like it's close to my birthday, so I want to go do something. I have to go to the Hollywood Bowl at least once a year to see something.
Okay, I'd
I
never
just
been.
what?
Well, no, I've been there for events, for
Are
events,
you
but not for
a
I don't like
concert?
big venues.
You
I
know,
went to Santa Barbara Bowl, like,
yeah,
because Johnny put me on the list. It was Social Distortion and Bad Religion.
okay.
So that was the first time I'd been there. It was beautiful. That was incredible. But generally, and then I shot NoFX at the Pier, their last shows, and
It's
uh,
a lot.
super thankful to be
Yeah,
credentialed. Like, but like, it's like
big
I
crowds.
don't like I like
Yeah, you know
small
what?
little venues.
I have to say I don't either. When I first got to the Cruel World concert, it was just so packed, and it actually was packed with. I mean, I don't even know what bands. What everybody was dressed in their different outfits for the different bands, like the
Hmm.
goth people and the punk rock people and the people with the plastic Devo hats on, and just rock and rollers, and
Just like
it
NFL
kind of
fans,
made
right?
yeah, it made me like this is nuts, and I don't I get kind of scared mainly because of the mass shootings that have been going on in the world.
Mm.
Every time you go somewhere like that, and then I'm thinking, Paris, don't be negative, but it does scare me because it's always at these events that some kook goes off, and I just it scares me. And I think that a lot of times I don't like feeling scared, but I do. I think that every time I'm at like these crazy events with a lot of people, because I didn't actually even check my bag, which they usually check your bag in
Oh,
security. I
okay.
just walked straight in. I'm like, damn, I could have brought almonds.
And a water bottle
I
in
could
it.
have brought water and snacks. They said no food, but I did have food there. And I bought $1,000 pupusas, and it was really good. But yeah, I don't like big crowds either. But it's kind of you have to do it to see the people you want to see,
No,
right?
totally. And again, back to that gratitude of being,
Hmm.
like even for X Games, being credentialed, like, at Staples and in Philly and San Diego, wherever all the X Games were in, for a long time. But being down in like Staples Center, like, and being like, these guys suck, like this sucks, like, and then being like, okay, wait a minute, does like freaking reset, like
Yeah.
this is insane. People would die to be where you're at. Like,
Hmm.
enjoy it. Yeah, maybe we're being limited to where we can shoot, obviously. But we are credentialed, and like this is an honor,
Yeah.
like so I go back and forth, of like but yeah, the no effects one was just like it was just so
At the
big.
pier, at the which
Oh yeah.
pier?
And then you couldn't shoot
Santa
like
Monica
during
Pier?
no, San Pedro.
Oh,
Like
San
it was like
Pedro.
It was like I mean it was it was pretty. I mean it was pretty insane. Um it was great. I mean it was great. I mean I'm not but it was just so big.
Yeah.
And I was used to seeing them, like my girlfriend Sherry like would always I and was with Epitaph, and so I'd always be on the list or on stage with everybody in the early 90s
Mhm.
for shows. And so I mean, and smaller venues, or if it was a
I
large,
like smaller
I like
venues.
smaller, more intimate venues,
Uh-huh, me too.
but I've snuck into some big ones though too, but
Yeah. Who would you want to take photographs of that you haven't been able to photograph yet in the skateboard world?
hmm, gosh, that's a good question. Um, that one I don't know. There's a lot. I've shot a lot of people, but like action or just lifestyle and
I don't know,
portraits.
just who would you
I
really want?
mean, well, I've got a series I want to work on, and it's like and Tim gave me film for it. It's going to be all film.
Oh, Tim did like
Yeah, he gave me a bunch of like he gave me
Isn't
a
he the best? He runs around
oh my
with a
God.
bag of film.
Yeah. No, and
He's so
this is
cute.
more of a different series than I've done in the past, and it's I'm calling it my Dynamo. It's called the Dynamo Series is what I want to call it, and it's just all these amazing dynamos in my life. and mostly they're musicians or they're athletes, and or they're just very special people in my life, and it's all women,
Mhm.
which is
Oh, that's
different because
cool.
I've always shot. I mean, usually shoot men.
Mhm.
Um, as far as like, I mean, Julian Edelman would be cool to shoot photos of, like not in
Mhm.
skateboarding, but I asked him a couple questions at Super Bowl in Atlanta. He skates as well, or
Mhm.
somewhat. Skateboarding. There's a lot of people that I would love to shoot, that I haven't had the opportunity to. Um, I'd love to shoot more photos of Wes. Um, and God, I don't even. My brain kind of just went lost.
That's okay. Have more
I'm
coffee.
gonna have more coffee and see. And Paris has her own cups. I love that.
Well, you need to get your own cup too. Thanks, Yenna and Henry. They made the little
Yeah,
well,
that's
then
cool.
my little
And
Mary
so
made me
there,
the
oh, there we
cartoon
go.
of
I
me.
could have, but see, I
Yeah,
spilled coffee on
the
this side.
Paris Chong Show.
There we go.
It's the Paris Chong Show.